Everybody turn to number 1. The clue word you should have highlighted on number 1 was cylinder. And what else? Volume, because that tells you what to do. Cylinder and volume. So you go to your star chart, to volume of a cylinder, and you should have written this formula, pi r squared h. If you didn't write it, please write it now. So did you need to solve anything on this one? No. All it wanted you to do was fill in what goes where. So what is the r, the radius? Did they give it to you? What did they give you? So you had to divide it by 2. What's 2 divided by 2? So the radius was 1, so that goes there. What was the height? 10. 10 goes there. That's how easy that one is. All right, number 2. What was the 2 clue words? What's the shape? Triangular prism. What is it asking for? Lateral surface area. So I go to my star chart to surface area of a prism, and I write down the formula for lateral. Bless you. pH. Write it down. To use this formula, all I need is a P and an H. Now, here's the base. Remember we shade in our base? Is there a number missing? Yes, this is 16, this is 12. What would this side be? So I'm going to move it over here, and I'm going to just say that I moved it. If I cover the triangle, how tall is it standing? 20. Once I write it down, I mark it out. How do you find P, perimeter of the base? So I'm going to add 16 plus 12 plus 15, which is 43. Do I have everything I need? Yes, I plug them in and do P times H. So 43 times 20 is 860. Guys, you're going to put these answers in Google Classroom. Make sure you're writing them down. All right, on number 3. Tell me the shape I need to highlight and what it's asking for. Cylinder. What's it asking for? Total surface area. See how easy it is? Did I even have to read the problem? All I had to find is the shape and what it's asking for. So I go to total surface area of a cylinder, and I write this formula down. So I'm going to write it. 2 pi RH plus 2 pi r squared. If you didn't write it down now. All right. I need a radius and a height. Did they give me a radius? No. What did they give me? What do I do to that number? 3 divided by 2 is 1.5. What is the height? 6. So I'm going to do 2 times pi times the radius times the height plus 2 times pi times the radius squared. Let your calculator do all the work. The answer was D, 70.69. All right, number 4. Who can tell me the 2 words I should highlight? Give me the name of the shape and what it's asking for. Cylinder. Where do you see that? Right here. And what is it asking for? Lateral surface area. So again, I go to my star chart to surface area of a cylinder, but this time I only do lateral, 2 pi RH. To use this formula, I need an R and an H. Did they give me a radius in the circle? Yes. What is it? What is the height? 15. So I should have done 2 times pi times 4 times 15. Put it in your calculator, let it do the work. The answer is B. How are y'all feeling about these? They're not too bad if you find the name of the shape and what it's asking for. Y'all got to keep up with me. All right, the next question. Now, this one was kind of tricky. It says a cylinder and a cone have the same radius and the same height. The volume of the cylinder, write this down, the volume, they're giving you the answer, is 374.76. What's the volume of the cone? Did they give you a radius or a height? No. But what did we learn about cylinders and cones? Remember their formulas. This one is 1/3 BH, and this one is BH. What's the difference? This one is 1/3. That means a cone is 3 times smaller than a cylinder. A cylinder is 3 times bigger than a cone. So if they gave me the answer, all I need to do is say it's 3 times smaller. So what would I do? Divide by 3. So I would do 374.76 divided by 3. And that will give you your answer. So what's the answer? C. Was that one hard? No. All you had to do is understand the formulas. Cylinders are 3 times bigger. Cones are 3 times smaller. All right, number 6. I hate these questions because they make you solve for multiple things. It says you have a triangular prism. So I highlighted that. Select 3 correct answers. What are every single one of these talking about? What do y'all see? Surface area. So I already know I'm going to have to find the surface area. So what kind of shape is this? So I go to surface area of a prism, and the formula is pH plus 2B. Now, for lateral, it's just pH. So I'm going to have to find both because some of them say lateral, some of them say total. I need a P, an H, and a B. Here's the base. Is it missing a number? Yes. What is this number going to be? 4. All right. If I cover the base, what's the height? 10. To find P, add up the sides of the triangle. 3.2 plus 2.4 plus 4 is 9.6. To find big B, it's the area of the base. Well, the base is a triangle, so I have to do BH divided by 2. So I do 3.2 times 2.4 divided by 2, which is 3.84. Can I now find lateral and total surface area? Lateral, this is lateral, is P times H. So 9.6 times 10 is 96. That's the lateral surface area. Do any of them say that the lateral surface area is 96? Nope. All right, let's find total. The total surface area is P times H plus 2 times B, which is 103.68. All right, let's look at all of the answers. I know everything now. The total surface area is 9.6. Is that true? What is the total surface area? 103. No. The area of the base is 24. What did we get for the area of the base? Oh, the area of the base, big B. 3.84, so that's not true. The lateral surface area is 9.6. Yes or no? What is the lateral surface area? 96. The total surface area is 70.08. Yes or no? Nope. The total surface area is 103.68. Yes. The area of the base is 3.84. Yes. Was there 3 correct answers? No. So this is an error, but on that answer document you'll be fine. Okay, because it's only those 2. There's only 2 answers. I think that they meant to put right here, take that decimal out, because then it would have been correct. But it's wrong. All right, number 7. What kind of shape is this? This is a sphere. What are they asking for? All right, so where do I go? Star chart to volume. Here's a sphere, so I write the formula down. 4/3 pi r cubed. Don't miss spheres, guys. They're the easiest ones. All you need for this is what do I need? A radius. Did they give me a radius, or is that going across the entire thing? That's going across the entire thing. So what do I have to do to this number? What is 1 divided by 2? 0.5, or 1/2, either way. So I'm going to do 4/3 times pi times 0.5 to the third power. If you type that in your calculator, the answer was 0.52. Okay, what is this next shape? I should see everybody sitting up and paying attention. What is this called? Cone. What are they asking for? Volume. Did I read any of the question? Nope. All I looked for is the name of the shape, what it's asking for. So I go to my star chart to volume of a cone. I write down 1/3 pi r squared h. To use this formula, what do I need? An r and an h. Did they give me a radius? How do I know? Because it's going from this side to this side. That's a diameter. If they give you diameter, you got to divide by 2. What is 6 divided by 2? The height is 12. So you should do, I don't see everybody writing. You should do 1/3 times pi, I don't see everybody writing, times radius squared times 12. All right, if you type that in your calculator, you get D, 113.1. Number 9. What should I have highlighted for the name of the shape? Anybody? Cylindrical. That means what? Cylinder. What else is it asking for? Volume. Okay, so I go to my star chart to volume of a cylinder, and I write down, I don't write down this one, I write down the one that we changed, so pi r squared h. Did they ask you to solve it? Look at the answer choices. No, all they ask you to do is set it up. So I need a radius, which is 2, and I need a height, which is, all right, so I'm not going to solve, I'm just going to set it up. Pi times 2 squared times 4.5. Which answer has it set up correctly? D. So don't go solving if it doesn't ask you to. All right, number 10. What 2 things am I going to highlight? Cylinder. What else? Volume. All right, so I go to my star chart. Do y'all see how important it is to be able to find the formula? So I go to volume of a cylinder, and I write down pi r squared h. Am I going to solve this one? Yes. I need an r and an h. Did they give me a radius? What is the radius? 4. What is the height? 11.5. Now I just fill it in. Pi times r squared times h. Let the calculator do the work. I'm waiting on y'all to type it in your calculator. What'd y'all get? A. All right, on number 11, what 2 words am I going to highlight or circle? Okay, rectangular prism. One more. Total, what? Surface area. So I go to my star chart to surface area of a prism. I'm not doing lateral, I'm doing total. So I should have written pH plus 2b. Write it down. To use this formula, you need a P, an H, and a B. I should see everybody writing. All right, what's the first thing I taught y'all to do? Find the base and shade it. It's sitting on its base. How tall is it standing? 9. Once I write down the height, I mark it out. How do you find P, perimeter of the base? How many sides does this rectangular base have? So 17 plus 17 plus 6 plus 6. 17 plus 17 plus 6 plus 6 is 46. How do you find big B, area of that rectangle base? Length times width. So 17 times 6 is 102. Now that I have all my pieces, I plug them in to this formula. So I'm going to do P times H plus 2 times B. P times H plus 2 times B is 618. Now, because you're putting this into Google Classroom, you are not going to put in feet squared. You are only going to put in 618. Does everybody understand? It will count it wrong if you put anything else. All right, last question, number 12. What 2 words do I need to highlight? Oh, actually there's 3. Okay, they said cone, then they said cylinder, and then they asked for the volume of the cylinder. So they said 2 things. So I already know I have a cone, I have a cylinder, and they're asking for the volume of the cylinder. They said, so right there I already know I'm going to have to read this one. I can't really cheat myself, okay? So it says they visited a museum, they saw 2 sculptures, one's a cone, one's a cylinder. The cone and the cylinder have the same radius, same height. Didn't we just do a problem like this? The volume of the cone. So they gave you the volume of the cone. The volume is 4,151.83. They asked for the volume of the cylinder. What do we know? Cones are 3 times smaller. Cylinders are 3 times. So what am I going to do to this answer to make it a cylinder? Multiply by 3. That's literally all you have to do. So I'm going to do 4151.83 times 3, which is 12,455. All right, your job is going to be to put your answers in the Google Classroom. You are then going to keep this review because you're going to use it tomorrow on your next review.